Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about factorization of a very special kind of expressions which are written like x squared minus y squared. Today we are going to factorize the expressions like this. This is also known as difference of the squares of two terms or two numbers. This is a special kind of factorization and we use it a lot, and this is super easy. It is not that question doesn't only help in the factorization, but sometimes we do face the questions related to search and rationalization in that. So this formula can be used over there also. Okay, so when we have to use this formula, if you get an expression where you have two terms, okay, there is a sign of difference in between, and the two terms can be written as a complete square like this, x squared and then minus y the whole square. In that case, the factorization is pretty simple. We can write down x squared minus y squared as x plus y, that means sum of these two numbers x and y, and subtraction x minus y. You can write x minus y first and then you can write x plus y. Both are one and the same thing. Is it clear? So again, I'm going to repeat it. We are going to factorize the expressions like this, x square minus y square. So we will write it like x the complete whole square and y the complete whole square. I'm focusing on this point because later I'm going to give some examples and now I will tell you how this thing is very important. And the factorization is pretty simple. You will just write x plus y multiply by x minus y, or you can write x minus y first and then x plus y. I hope this process is clear. Now let's do some examples and I give you a more clarity on the same topic. First question is very simple, a squared minus 4. So we have two terms here. Yes. There is a sign of difference. Yes. Are both the numbers are written as a squared form? No. Write down the formula. X squared minus y squared is x plus y multiplied by x minus y. Look at the characteristics. Here is a negative sign, one thing finished. Second is, first term is x squared, here is a squared. But second term is not written as a squared form. So the first thing we need to write it as a squared form. So I can write it a squared minus 4 can be written as 2 squared. So this can be written as a the whole square and 2 the whole square, and there is a negative sign. Now apply the rule, a minus 2 multiply by a plus 2. So this is the factorization of a squared minus 4. Same kind of question might come in a different order. For example, 9 minus y squared. So again, we see the question is factorize it. So we see that there are two terms. There is a difference. One term is written as a square. So we have to think, can we write 9 also as a squared form? Yes, we can. So this is 3 squared minus y squared. And this will be equals to 3 minus y times 3 plus y. This is the factorization of 9 minus y squared. Let's take few more examples. Now we have question 4x squared minus 16. 4x squared minus 16. Now this question can be done in two ways. First is, whenever we do factorization, any kind of factorization, if you are able to take something common in the beginning, any number letter, you must do that. So here I see the first term is 4x squared and the second term is 16. I can see that 4 is here and 16 is here. So 4 is a common number. I can take it outside and then I will be having x squared minus 4. The factorization process is not yet finished. we just did one step, we took 4 outside. Now if I look at this expression, I can feel that this is a difference of the square of two numbers. Though first number is x squared, but second number is written as a normal way, so we can write it as a squared number. So I would write it like minus here and then 2 square. Now I can apply the difference of the square formula here. So it will be 4 times x minus 2 multiply by x plus 2. Is this clear? So this is a complete factorization. Now the same question can be done in one more way, where I do not take 4 common, but I will always advise you to take it common, because sometimes we cannot solve it other way around. Now what I do, we see that there is a difference, and this 16, there are two terms, there is a difference, so I can try to make it right as a difference of the square of two numbers. Now 4, there is a x square, but this is not a square of 4. The term should be completely like this way. But here we have 4 outside and then x. So what I can write it, 4 can be written as 2 squared x squared, because both the numbers in multiplication have same powers. So I can write them in a single bracket and with the exponent value 2. Also 16 can be written as 4 square. So from here I got that this is equal to 2x the whole square minus 4 square, which means it is 2x minus 4 times by 2x plus 4. If you leave this question up to this point, this is not the fully correct question, because factorization means take whatever you can take common. So if I see in the first bracket, there is a 2 common number, so I will take it out. So inside will be x minus 2. Again, if I look at the second term, there is again 2 common, so it will be x plus 2. Now we have this 2 and this 2, they all are in multiplication. So I can rewrite this as 2 times 2 is 4, and then x minus 2 multiply by x plus 2. See, you are getting the same answer as before. So always make sure factorization means you have to take as much as common, and then there are some special factorizations, so you have to apply the formula accordingly. Now take one more example. For example, we have 2x squared minus 50. Now here I see there is a difference. There are two terms and the question is about factorization. Now the thing is, here I cannot write 2 as a square number and 50 as a perfect square number, but I can directly see that 2 can be taken common. So I take that 2 common, it will be x squared minus 25. Now I can see that it can be written as 2 times x squared minus 25 can be written as a square number, which is 5 square. And now here I will apply my formula of factorization for the difference of the square of two terms, difference of the square of two terms. So it would be 2 times x minus 5 and x plus 5. This completes the question. Okay. Let's take few more categories of the same type. For example, we have x cubed minus x, and the question is factorized. So initially I see that there is one term which is x. I can take as a common value, so I can take as a common variable. So x is outside and inside is x squared minus 1. Now we know that 1 can be written as 1 squared as well. So this will be equal to x times x minus 1 times x plus 1. Now here, the examples which I gave you, all the questions were having like x one term, then another term. Now we can make these terms also a little bit more complex. For example, you have x plus 1 the whole square minus x minus 1 the whole square. So again here we have the difference of the square of two terms. Now the two terms are the binomial terms, means there are two terms in itself. First term is containing two terms, x plus 1, x and 1. Another is containing x and negative 1. But the rule is same for us. This is a squared and this is b squared. So we know this is equals to a plus b times a minus b. So I can write a is x plus 1. So x plus 1 plus b, which is x minus 1. That is the first part. And the second bracket will be a, which is x plus 1, minus the second part, which is minus x minus 1. Be very careful because here is a negative sign and which is containing two terms, the second part. So keep it in bracket just to make sure that you don't do any mistake because of the negative sign. In this next step, x and x, they can be written as 2x. 1 and negative 1 would be cancelled out. And from the second bracket, we have x plus 1. Open this second bracket here. It will be minus x and plus 1 because nothing is written. So it is like a minus 1. So minus 1 times x is minus x. And then minus 1 times 1 is plus 1. So here x and x would be cancelled out. So we got 2x multiplied by 2 and that is equals to 4x. So see, this complicated expression can be factorized and simplified and written like just a number 4x. So you must identify that we have to apply here the factorization of the difference of the square of two numbers. That expression will be used here. Let us do one more question, same way like this way. For example, I have 2p plus 4 the whole squared minus p plus 1 squared. In this case, again, we can apply the same rule. So it will be 2p plus 4 plus p plus 1 and then 2p plus 4 minus, because we have two terms, so better to write in a bracket first. Now here 2p plus p. See, in the question, you have to simplify it yourself. Sometimes it won't be written, but you always make sure whenever you solve a question, give the most simplified answer. So here it will be 3p plus 5. I am collecting the like terms and I got it 3p plus 5. And in the second one, it is 2p plus 4 minus p minus 1. So we got 3p plus 5 times 2p minus p is p, 4 minus 1 is 3, and it is positive. So this is the factorization. I tried to cover the different possibilities in the difference of square of two numbers or two expressions, two terms, factorization part. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.